So the year was about 1976. I was on a 1972 Kawasaki 100. Headed back into the woods, just riding the trails like I usually do. About the same time of night. And just riding along by the headlight. And I go down here and I'd climb a hill or two and then come back, park, and get ready for bed. You know, just something that I did when I was 11, 12 years old. And some of the greatest old trees. This old road here was a pre-Civil War plantation road at one time. It's washed out kind of at an angle now. But it just so happened the one night I was coming down through here and I hung a left. On another road that cut back through here, not far from the Chattahoochee. Always branches and spiders and crap you have to go through. Now, the original road has been cut away now, and it's a little bit different. But as I was coming down through here, it was a two-stroke bike, and about that time I ran out of gas. Right about here. And that's all the light that I had. Now the bank was a little steeper and almost level with the motorcycle. So it looked a little bit different than it does now. But this is all the light that I had. And about the time my bike died, I reached down and turned the fuel to reserve, pulled my Kickstarter back, started kicking it, and I heard something take off from the right up through the woods. And the only light I had was my tail light and the little lights on the gauges, and I heard choom, 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 choom. And about that time, whatever it was came off of this bank and just tripped all over me and my bike, throwed me over on the side. I was down like this, you know, and I got back up, and well, now I'm really kicking the crap out of it, and finally the thing starts, and of course I'm on a more modern motorcycle right this moment, and there was not enough room to turn around here, so I had to go on down to the creek and able to get a spot to turn around. At this point, I think my pants were about half full of something that I hadn't done since I was a baby. Got down here, got turned around at the creek, and how be dang if I didn't hear it again, but it was coming up behind me, just really slow as I was turning around. And when I turned around, I just caught the glimpse, sort of a shadow off in the distance of something really large. And I don't think we got bears down here, but I guess it could have been. But it got curious about what I was doing. And that's when I just screamed all the way out of here. I mean, that motorcycle was wide open as it could go, all the way back out of here. And back then I could ride pretty fast. And that's my scary story down on the Chattahoochee Trail. needless to say, I didn't ride back in them woods probably for the rest of the year. I came back the next day to see if I could see anything, and all I could see was where my bike fell over in the dirt. No feet prints or anything like that, but it did bend the luggage rack that I had on the back of the bike. I think it just stepped right out on it, whatever it was. And back then, yeah, the woods were a lot deeper than they are now. This wasn't developed. But that's the original trail and the original ride.